All right, good early afternoon, 1:21 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on this Friday, September 8th, 2023. I'm XRP Future Millionaire, and I reside in the great state of Michigan. So we'll get to the technical analysis, but I want to cover a few things. And this is a live, but I'm not approaching it. It's just an update with the live, and if there's comments, so be it. Make sure you hit that like button, as it will greatly help push me through the analytics. It will really help push the content. Mr. Anderson, welcome in. Matt, CJ Pilot, welcome. I'm sure it's because of the G20 is going on, but I actually heard a major TV network mention BRICS. Anyway, hello, Tom. Hey, what's going on? No, this doesn't have to do with that. That's actually a separate topic. This is something different. Mr. Anderson, good evening or good afternoon. Mario, trading with J Ride, welcome in. Mark Caston, good afternoon. So the reason I'm doing this live update is because there's three things everybody needs to know about XRP before you make your first purchase, before you enter this market. And please share this content, because anybody who's looking to buy XRP for the first time, this is the three things that are never talked about. Nobody ever brings this up when they tell you to buy XRP, or the reason why we are where we're at and why it takes a lot to push XRP. So I'm going to make it very simple for everybody. We're still going to have our live tonight, roughly 7:07 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. That's when I do the in-depth technical analysis. We break down what's going to happen before the markets flip over. And today's especially important because we do FOMO Fridays, but even greater than that. So if you're interested in buying solo, join us tonight. But even greater than that is the fact that we have the daily close tonight, but then we'll have a thinly traded weekend after the close, as the futures markets will be closed. So that's very important. So let's get into what is important here. So, XRP, three things we need to discuss. One, if you're just buying XRP, the main thing is the current circulating supply of XRP is 52.98 billion. Yes, you heard that right, 52.98 billion. Bitcoin circulating supply, to put it in perspective, when everybody compares them, is 19.48 million tokens. So, a lot easier for Bitcoin to reach 20,000, 30,000, 50, 70,000 with less than a 20 million supply, and the max supply is 21 million Bitcoin, as to where XRP has 52.98 billion currently in circulation. That's numero uno. So remember that. If you're looking for a small market cap token, there's a few of them. You've got Solo with about 400 million. Yes, Quant with 14.8 million. That's a little more pricey, but it's a very low market cap. And for the price where it's at compared to Bitcoin, because it basically runs the utility of this whole thing, Quant. So excellent Flex RP. That's a good comment. You've got Elastos, as we found out, has a very small circulating supply. I think it's like something under 20 million. Corium has a smaller supply as well. So anyhow, so with XRP, let's get back on track. 52.98 billion is the current circulating supply. That's number one. So that means it's going to take a lot of money to move XRP. To be precise, every dollar it goes up, you would have to push 52.9 billion in sales. So consider that for every $1 because of the circulating supply. The second thing to consider, where's this at? The max supply is 99.98 billion. So this is kind of like number one here. Number one, number two, whatever. But the max supply can go up to 99.9 billion. Now, how we get there is an interesting prospect all in itself. So these are things you need to know if you're buying XRP. Bottom line, please hit that like button on this update in particular and share this. The more people you can share this to, the more to go through the algorithm, and it would be appreciated on this update. So now that we know the two big caveats, starting with one, current circulating supply 52.98 billion, Bitcoin 19.48 million, total circulating supply 21 million, XRP total circulating supply 99.9 billion. So now, what is XRP? And the only reason I want to go through this real quick is down here. So The first 80 billion of XRP tokens were allocated to Ripple, the parent company, to ensure a stable supply of XRP. The company locked 55 billion of the tokens in an escrow account. Then Ripple co-founders and the core team received the remaining 20 billion XRP. The remaining XRP are released at a rate of less than 1 billion per month, with the original release schedule targeting 55 months. So now if we go into this, you can go into the predictability of when it's going to go into the end of the dump, but nobody knows. It was supposed to end the end of November. So here's how it happened. So earlier this year, we committed to placing 55 billion XRP in cryptographically secure escrow account to create certainty of XRP supply at any given time. As promised today, we completed the lockup. And thank you to the 36 people who are tuning into this live, I guess, update as you're watching it in live. And please make sure to hit that like button, as it will greatly help push this through the analytics. 22 likes, I think I'm doing a better job than only earning 22 out of 36 likes. But if that's how you feel, that's how you feel. By securing the lion's share of XRP and escrow, people can now mathematically verify the maximum supply that can enter the market. While Ripple has proven to be a responsible steward of XRP supply for almost 5 years and has clearly demonstrated a tremendous track record of investing in and supporting the XRP ecosystem, this lockup eliminates any concern that Ripple could flood the market, which we pointed out before in a scenario that would be bad for Ripple. Wow. Paper Chase, thank you so much for the $50 donation. It's been a few streams since I've gotten any kind of support like that. It's been a little bit. Wow. Thank you so much. That's incredibly generous of you, and it really makes, it's incredible to spend your hard-earned money on what I believe in. That's incredibly generous. I don't even think I've talked about a donation in this update. I generally appreciate everybody who puts that effort forward. Those things are like a lifeline, because I don't do paid promotions and anything like that. So there is no revenue outside of what is earned by what is given, and then like what maybe I get in ad revenue, which, as I've already stated, is less than $1,000 a month. Maybe one day it'll be worth it in ad revenue, but right now it's a very small, minute amount. So anyhow, I believe that Paper Chase greatly. File XRP, I'll have to look at Space Chain. Massey, I appreciate you as well. You've been here for some time now. So this move underscores Ripple's commitment to building XRP liquidity in a healthy and trusted market. Long-term, the value of digital assets will be determined by their utility. XRP has emerged as the only digital asset with a clear institutional use case designed to solve a multi-trillion-dollar problem, the global payment and liquidity challenge that banks, payment providers, and corporates face. Yes, indeed, JW, and you heard them all honking for XRP. So, a little bit of information behind this as well. Unlike other digital assets purely driven by unexplained speculation, real institutional customers are already using and finding value in XRP, and governments, regulators, and central banks are increasingly recognizing the role it could play in the global system. So, this is good stuff here. So that is what you need to know about XRP, why it was put into escrow, and why they are releasing it in the way they are. So now that we know about the Ripple escrow, we know about the allocated funds here. So XRP, if you don't know, operates, it's decentralized, open source blockchain known as the XRP ledger, and transactions are facilitated by the Ripple Transaction Protocol, RTXP. Unlike most cryptocurrencies, XRP is pre-mined with the maximum token supply of 100 billion. The token's total supply was already distributed in 3 ways, and we talked about that already. We've talked about the total circulating supply, the current circulating supply in relation to Bitcoin as well. Big difference there. So things to understand before buying XRP, not all bad. These are things to consider before buying XRP. If you pay attention to this part, XRP goes beyond what Bitcoin does well. A store of value and delivers transaction speed and throughput that is orders of magnitude faster than Bitcoin or Ethereum. While other digital assets continue to bump against their transaction limits, XRP remains the fastest, most efficient, and most scalable digital asset in the world, making it the best digital asset for payments. It's no surprise that institutions are looking to XRP to provide much needed on-demand liquidity for cross-border payments. So that is something to consider. So hopefully you're finding this information well. This is a new thing I'm going to be doing during the day. sometime in early afternoon where we're going to go over. It's not always going to be talking about, obviously, what you need to know about XRP. Most of the times, we'll be talking about this, the midday market report with XRP. It's something new I'm going to start doing. The video from yesterday got about 600 views. There was less people in the live yesterday than there is right now, so hopefully more people will understand I'm doing it, and then it'll start growing in for itself. Because I'd rather do it like this on this time of the day, as even though I'm not really doing it like a live, I'm doing it as a normal update. I'd rather do it like this so anybody can communicate if they would like to. But you know, I can only do this so much. The second transaction, all right, so we did the unlock. We did the unlock, and we've already talked about all this. So we don't even need, oh yeah, this is why I want to, so the locking of XRP and escrow accounts date back to 2017 with the defined approach to release the token gradually every month in a bid to prevent KBS welcome in. FlexRP says institutions will purchase XRP from exchanges cheaply. There will be a small amount left. That is something that is to be considered, because consider this part of this real quickly. So the locking of XRP and escrow accounts dates back to 2017 with a defined approach to release the token gradually every month in a bid to prevent devaluing the digital currency. In line with the strategy, a total of 1 billion tokens were designed to be released every month over a 55-month period based on the projected timeline. The last tranche is set to be released by December of 2023. Now, it was supposed to be released by November of 22. They froze it for 2 months where they didn't even release them in November and December. And then the deep ties between Ripple Labs and the XRP coin remains a major basis of contention in the company's lawsuit with the U.S. Securities and Exchange Commission, SEC. So that's major stuff to understand. And then how does the XRP escrow work? We talked about it a little bit, about it over here, but what is the reality? Every month the Ripple protocol automatically unlocks 1 billion tokens. However, this action doesn't have a significant impact on the asset's price or the number of XRP tokens in free circulation. How is it possible? XRP tokenomics operates a programmed limitation of supply achieved through what is called escrow. Remember, the maximum possible supply of XRP is capped at 100 billion, with just over half of these tokens currently in circulating supply. Ripple's founding team holds 80 billion XRP, and out of this, 55 billion are secured in an escrow system. So why was the escrow system introduced? And we already know this. We went through this. So, and we've already talked about that. So I just wanted you to understand some of the things that I find important that you need to know about XRP, not only for when you're going to buy, but the reason why it's important to understand why it takes more for the price to move and why you shouldn't give up so early. Literally, XRP is the only one deemed suitable by institutions, or at least banks, on a global scale. There's a reason why there's 100 billion XRP tokens. Because think about it, if you have to fund customers throughout the banks, you can't do it on 19 million like Bitcoin. Yes, that might mean one day the price doesn't get to 100,000 or 50,000 or 20,000. But what that doesn't mean is they might have to put it to a stable price. We don't know if that'll be 100 or 50 or 1,000. I don't think it's going to be 10,000 because that's not what it was designed for. 1,000 maybe, just because that's a number that's great enough to hold enough liquidity in one single transaction, but also it gives you enough to where you don't have to put a whole bunch of tokens all at once. Think of a big institution that's trying to move 500 million. To have it at 50 cents doesn't make sense. Or to push billions of dollars. Even $1,000 is going to be rough, but at least you know if you do 100, it's 100,000. If you buy 1,000, it's 1,000,000. If you do, and that's still a lot though if you think about it. That's why you can have speculation in the future if we get enough liquidity that the price is going to go higher. But for today's standard, we need to start talking. 1 million per XRP. I mean, you know, that's conjecture and lecture, and that's conjecture. To say 1 million, nobody could actually say that unless they're looking for views. So I don't even give that. I don't know what you want me to say about that. I would respect it more if you were told the facts. 1 million per XRP. I mean, that's La La Land. You have 100 billion tokens. What's the circulating supply in that scenario? I could 10,000 by 2040. I mean, if it's going to happen, 2040 is a better timeline. I'm not saying that we can't get up there. I'm saying there's a reason why Bitcoin can achieve levels. There's a reason why even like Solo could go from point A at 10 cents to $6 in such a short amount of time and back down below 10 cents now. Because there's only 400 million total circulating supply. Instead of billions and billions and billions. So that's how we get to where we're at. So real quickly to end this real quick. XRP now down 0.65%. And I appreciate everybody who's tuning in for this live update. So hopefully this makes it more reasonable for everybody to understand. Hopefully, I mean the airdrop, yes, but it didn't go up to $6 because of an airdrop. It went up to $6 because everybody who got the airdrop, once the airdrop happened, it's not because of the airdrop. When the airdrop was put onto the exchanges, trust me, it wasn't the airdrop. My XRP holdings turned into $55 worth of Solo when it got to $6. So it wasn't because of the airdrop. The airdrop allowed the exchanges now to sell Solo, so that brought in Solo to the exchanges via airdrop to the customers who already had it, to bring in buzz for others to buy Solo, like on Uphold, for example. Wasn't available for purchase until after the airdrop. They set a date aside for after the airdrop was released. And then it created the public persona. Oh, beautiful, Paper Chase. Beautiful. So, hopefully that helps you understand with XRP and exactly what's going on. I've seen a lot of things when it comes to Paylao. Paylao, that was just a test. There was nothing in... That's for another topic. Let me stay on what I'm doing. So, right now, to end this real quickly, the 5021, we're still sitting down below the death cross, which looks like after today's daily close, we're going to get back down here with the death cross. We're going to finally confirm it, and it looks like XRP is working on a right arm here, which, if it happens, we should come down to the rising channel support, which is down at 448 or 45 cents approximately now, about 45 cents. And then if we break that, we come down to the 2020 uptrend at 38 cents. I'm XRP Future Millionaire. Hopefully this update, this live, if you were here in person. Yes, thank you, Messi. That's exactly it. That's exactly it. And that's what I reported, that it was a test for the US dollar. A lot of people were reporting that it was going full-blown as a central bank digital currency. It was testing the viability to be used for USA transactions, as it was pegged, as I talked about, to Circle and to the that was the stable coin it was pegged to. So it was allowing testing for USA dollar, which Paylao will probably say to hell with that, but it was just a test. So anyhow, like a beta testing. So with XRP, pay attention to the formation, and hopefully this helped. I appreciate everybody who tuned in during the live portion of this, as it's going to be released now for everybody to see. But I decided to do it in a live. I'm going to try to do this every day at 2 o'clock just as a live update. Yesterday I was only on for 8 minutes. Today it's a little longer because I wanted to describe the impact buying XRP has and what you need to know before you buy in relation to price and why it doesn't move as fast as Bitcoin. It's mano a mano, yes, but there's apples to oranges when it comes to circulating supply. A total supply of 20.1 million for Bitcoin, 99.99 billion for XRP, but banking institutions aren't looking for Bitcoin to be utilized for cross-border, for fast settlements and digital and all this other stuff that we talked about earlier. They're looking at XRP because of what is backed by, with Ripple, the technology, and the ease, the viability, the scalability, and just the speed of transaction, the low cost, are all reasons why big business and banks in particular are looking to implement XRP going forward into the year 2028. Stay blessed, everybody, and hopefully you all appreciate what I've done here, you appreciate what I do, and you understand the time commitment I put in here, and maybe you'll consider joining Tom's Army. It's in the video description below, as that is the only way for me to, get anything for my time. as I don't do paid promotion, sponsorships, or advertising of any kind. If you start to see me do that, you know the station's compromised and you're going to have to take it with a grain of salt. But as it is for now, I'm fighting off the powers that be. And I, in my own head, imagine I'm going to do that for all times. But you can never quite know, can you? So I have to maintain humble and not look at the bottom line. Shab, I appreciate you. I make designs for crypto YouTube channels. Do you want me to make free thumbnail for a video? No, I have a thumbnail. That was already made. Can you see it? Like, I appreciate it, but that's disrespectful for my actual thumbnail. So stay blessed, everybody, and make sure you like this video and subscribe to the channel if you got anything else.